Okay, so I am talking about Fangs today. It is the graphic novel that I found at the local library, and it stood out the most to me for two reasons. The one is, well, three reasons rather. The one is like it's a bright red book. Like it literally stood out on the shelf compared to, like this one. There's, or even like the blandness of this one. But the color itself, like if this, I saw it and I went, oh, that's nice. The other thing is, it's hard. It's an actual, like, gives you the feel of a real book, instead of just like a graphic novel. And the third, there's no synopsis at all. Like, I am a person who likes to be surprised by what's on the inside of a book. Sometimes I will read a synopsis and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. No, but this one has one line. That's it, and doesn't tell you anything about the story until you read it. And then once you read it, you go, okay, that makes sense. Like, there's no reason for there to be anything more than that line. That is how simple this story is. That's how annoyingly non descriptive, I say, the story is. So it is 100 pages. The story itself is 100 pages, but in the book there's like 118. So to me, other than that, like, I don't feel it falls into the graphic novel category, and that kind of says something. Even though it says it on the spine, it literally just doesn't. It's There's no act structure. There's no real breakdown. There's no conflict. It's If I had to pick different areas and where I thought the acts would end and begin, I'd say page 22 in Act 1, because it's kind of like right at the end of, oh, hey, we just met and we're getting to know each other, but it's also the beginning of like what their life looks like together. And then probably page 82 would be the beginning of Act 3 for me, because it's kind of like the beginning of the end. They move in together. The story is about Jimmy and Elise. Elise is a vampire and Jimmy is a werewolf. They work together to make their relationship work. It's literally like two supernatural beings fall in love, and then it's just the story of their everyday life, like how they are spending their time together and how they handle things like going out into the sun, and his friends being like, well, how come she's not on social media, and um, so I don't think it's a solid story. Do I like it? Sure, it's cute. It is not something that, honestly, I would not recommend it to anyone in this class to read. Mainly because we all have different tastes when it comes to reading things, and I like to think that I've been with you guys for so long, I kind of like to think that I have a general idea of what a lot of you like to read, and this is a very cutesy, very two people fall in love. There's no drama. It's the honeymoon phase of a relationship. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else to it. There's no character arc at all. Like, there's no growth. No one does anything. Nothing changes. You learn nothing new about either of the characters throughout the entire thing. I will say that it does have effective transitions. There isn't much to say. It doesn't, like, because of the simplicity of the story, the transitions are smooth. They're very, like, it's literally like, well, this page here, it's like, why do you only hang out with her at night? And he goes, well, she's strange. And then there's a picture of her sleeping in the coffin. It's, like I said, very simple. The McLeod transmissions are very moment to moment. So I picked out one of my favorites in the moment to moment transition. It's on page 51. I don't know. They give a nice little kiss, and she's like, ugh, and he's like, what? And then he's like, oh yeah, I ate garlic. Like, little moment to moment, like, and it's how it is through a lot of the story. It's just small moment to moment things, like you get little seconds in their life where, oh, lighting an incense. Well, she puts her finger into the sun and it lights on fire, and look, the incense done. Like, it's very easy to follow. There is a few action to action moments. For instance, 58 and 59. You're gonna go from they're watching TV together and they're like, what? And then it switches real quick to she's listening to music. And it's more getting to know you, more stuff like that. So I said I would not recommend this to my fellow classmates. However, I do have some very simple friends. So I feel like probably would recommend to a couple of them. Just like, it's a quick read. There's nothing too complicated about it. So if I had a friend who was like, hey, you recommend anything that's just like something to pass the time in a doctor's office while I'm sitting in the thing, yeah, sure. Read FANGS. It's pretty awesome. I will, my one positive comment about it is that it does stay pretty standard to vamp mythology when it comes to sunlight and garlic, and there's nobody sparkling in this. But werewolf mythology does not stay with it. Like, I think it just kind of depends on the werewolf for you, because for me, a werewolf doesn't turn into a dog and then just run around in a pack. So that is FANGS. I did not like it. It was cute. It was very there is nothing special about it to remember. So if you read it, let me know what you think. But yeah, bye.